All right, you know what? I'm gonna come back here and sit on the bench. And we're gonna talk about, I don't wanna get in the way, we're gonna talk about the Plow and Hearth. Now, Plow and Hearth has been around since 1980, and they used to have stores, I think, for many of us in the really nice malls. But you know, retail changes, and now they do a lot of catalog and a lot of online things for us. This is a 4-in-1 solar fiber optic critter wreath. So now you get to tell us whether you want the butterflies or would you like the hummingbirds, because we have both available. What you're going to get, and these are very cool. Plow and Hearth is really known for their metal work, and we're going to be talking about in a second this amazing, amazing Americana bench that I think you're going to be in love with. It is really something special. But this, as a wreath, you can see has several different ways to make it work. You are going to get pieces, all metal pieces that you can screw together, leave out some of the pieces, add pieces to it. So you could actually stake it in the ground so that the wreath actually stands up, as you can see. And that's the butterfly that you're looking at right there. You can see how beautiful that is. I'm sorry, say that again. 175 remain in the butterfly for you. The sale price on this will save you $5. 3 easy pays at $10.99. But again, you know, so you don't miss out on these things. And this is the time of the year when you have a little bit more money to be able to play with. So you're like, you know, maybe, you know, do you want this by the front door? Do you want it by your mailbox or something like that? So that's the butterfly that you see right here. Over there is going to be the example of the hummingbird. Great shot. 160 remain in the hummingbird. You're going to get the solar powered wreath. The wreath is going to be, let me see if I can figure out. The wreath is going to be 14 inches by 3 inches. And then on the stake, it would be 49.5 inches. So there is a stake that brings it up quite high. You're going to get a chain, and that's how we actually connected this with the chain. So you're going to get a chain with a hook, so you could hang this if you wanted to hang it, or you're going to get a multi-piece stake, sort of like you would do with a wind spinner, and then you could put your wreath that way if you wanted to give it some height. Or you can leave out some of the sections and it could be this small if you wanted to do that. You could use it tabletop, wall decor, as a yard stake as well. And the cool thing about this, and we're not going to be able to show you, unfortunately, because ours aren't charged up, this is solar powered. So it needs to be somewhere where it's going to get a decent amount of sun during the day. And then at night, what happens with it is it's going to actually have a bulb and fiber optic end pieces, which you see right here. And remember, anybody else remember, you might be too young, Spencer's used to be a store in the mall. And they always had these kind of fiber optic cool things. So that will light up. So the butterfly is going to kind of come to life on it. There you can see in the videotape, that'll give you an idea. I mean, it's not a blaring light. You're not going to be able to read by it, but it does light it up throughout the wreath, which is cool. And then the fiber optic part on each one of these will either be on the hummingbird or be on the butterfly, which is kind of cool. There's your hummingbird. See, and then this will be the fiber optic, so that'll be nice and bright for you as well. And then you will see the lights, just tiny little lights, powered all by the sun. That's why I said it needs to go somewhere where it's going to get some sun to it. But the idea that this is metal, what I always think is it's easier to store from year to year when something's metal. That way you don't have to worry about it. I wouldn't put this on my front door. That's not going to work so well for you. But find a place, you know, you can hang it from a porch, you can hang it from a tree like we've done here if you want to do something like that from your deck, or you can go ahead and stake it with that stand. I'm going to go ahead and walk. You look here, I'm going to walk this way because Teresa was kind enough to show me. It comes with these metal rods, so you can go ahead and have some fun with those. You can even, if you want to, use it freestanding with that bottom base. So there are lots of options for this metal Plow and Hearth, because that's what Plow and Hearth is really known for. They're known for their beautiful metal work. And I think the idea that it is solar powered and it has the cool kind of fiber optics, kind of the bonus with that, don't you think? All right.